All right, guys. Today is all about the about 6 week long recap of the phone party business. This is my son Eli. He is the owner and CEO. He makes me call him CEO around the household. I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that. But Eli's been working on and off in the business for ever since he's been little. But this year, this summer, he's pretty much been full time. So with the water slides, bounce houses. Last week, what'd you work? Monday through Friday. Then you had two foam parties Saturday. So he's been staying busy, but so what we've done with the phone party business so far is we created the website with lovable.dev. There's a video on that if you want to look how to make websites for microsites, for train rentals, mini golf, whatever it may be, to help you rank in some of these towns. Check out that video. It's going to be super helpful. We also just started running Facebook ads, and Eli's phone is ringing from those. We've literally had 2 or 3 days with those running. So I'm going to show you what I'm running for it. And the first 24 hours, it got like 66 website clicks. We were sitting at dinner last night, and Eli's phone rang twice back to back. He asked, I think one of them, how they heard about you, and it was through Facebook. So it was probably the ads. I'm targeting 35-mile radius, I believe, for women with kids between the ages of 2 and 12. And so anyway, so I'm going to run over what we have in expenses, and then I'm going to ask Eli a couple questions and put him on the spot with some things that he has learned so far. But so far, we bought the Foamtastic Canon from OFX, and let me tell you, the customer service with Carlos has been top notch. The Canon has been perfect for what Eli's doing. So super, super happy with it. We had with the Canon, I think it was 5 gallons of foam solution and the stand and a bag, everything we needed. We had right at $1,800. I would say I did buy some extra hoses. So I would say we're right about $2,000 on that first initial investment. We bought Eli a nice 10 by 10 tent from Walmart. It's $50. Extra foam solution. So it comes out to about $8 to $10 per foam party hour is what his cost is to run this. And so we've played with different things like powder foam versus OFX foam versus the foam gel from Foam Daddy. I would say, Eli, what you were saying, the powder, like when it hits the ground, it doesn't really
Melts.
yeah, it melts really fast. It doesn't create a good base. So what he's kind of learned, the foam powder is super cheap. It's like $2 or $3 per hour for that solution. So it's very cost friendly. But so what he'll do is he'll kind of start off with one bucket on some foam parties and do the good stuff, OFX solution or Foam Daddy gel, and then he'll swap over to the foam powder. Especially, he had one event last Saturday. It was a 4 hour long party. It was a donated party. I obligated him to it. So, but that was well before we ever bought the foam cannon. We bought a foam pit off of Amazon. It's actually a Gaga ball pit, but that thing was cheap. It was like $250, come with the blower. The my review on it so far, and tell me if I'm wrong, Eli, but it looks like it's going to be staining it. So, it's the cheaper nylon. It's like not a heavy duty inflatable. I mean, we don't need a heavy duty vinyl $2,000 Gaga ball pit. You know what I mean? When something like this will work. So we might have to swap that out. We're going to kind of see. We just ordered the barriers with the logos for his business. And 6 of those are going to they were $438. So we have a total of $3,038 invested so far. And so far, with the 4 bookings that he's got, he's right about $2,000 made so far. And he's got other stuff on the books for future dates. So it's looking really good. What I'm finding about this business is we are having to educate people, but also what surprises me, and this is going to lead me into asking Eli a couple questions, but what surprises me most about this business is how much kids love this stuff. Like we were out watching him do a big city event. It was called like Rock the Block in Tifton, Georgia. And the kids, like, there was two water slides for my business out there. He had the foam party, and the kids loved it. They would come in, and to me, as a 44-year-old man, I'm like, it's foam. Like, what's so funny about it? What's so fun about it? The kids absolutely love it. Like, my 7-year-old was coming out of the foam pit just like a muscle man with foam all over him. And so, anyway, so my first question for Eli is, what is one of the biggest things going into this business that kind of surprised you? What's something that you expected maybe to be one way and it turned out so far in the 6 weeks to be different?
Definitely like talking to customers about it. Like I expected it just to like run smoothly every time and me just to like book them right there. But like a lot of people get like turned away at the price or just like really difficult to work with. And so like it takes a lot of talking to someone to get them to see the value in it.
That's a great point. He is he is my son for sure because my biggest pet peeve is talking to customers. It drains me, and I really think from what you're saying, it does the same to you. It drains me to talk to people, especially what do you have available for July the 18th? It's like, I don't want to look. You know what I mean? I get like that. He had one customer also tell him, like, yeah, we booked with your dad's water slide company, and I need you to book me 3 water slides for later in July. And he was like, Dad, I was like, you got to talk to him. I was like, you got to talk to him. It is what it is. So um, that is definitely something where what I love about him not only being my son doing this, but at his age of 16, is he's going to learn so much about dealing with the public. And so that's one of the things. All right. The other question is, I'm going to swap this up on you, Eli. Where do you want to take this business? Like, what are your goals for the business? How much do you want to grow? What's your kind of like business model plan?
So I think I want to like grow as much as I can, obviously. And I'm not really sure what I want to do after high school. I don't think I think I want to go into like the business side of things. I don't know if home parties is going to be the rest of my life, but wherever it goes, if it grows super fast, super big, I mean, I want to grow with it and just see where it takes me.
I love it. I love it. I was kind of the same way. As I've always wanted to start my own business, and I started with the one bounce house. You know the story, but for those of you that don't, it was starting out with that, and then it was kind of where I'm at now. 12 years into it, I was like, where is this going to lead? And obviously, it's led in a lot of different directions. So I'm excited for Eli, especially as a dad, of seeing him go through this journey, seeing what frustrates him. I've already talked with him. He worked what 7 actual man-hour parties last week because the Rock the Block was 3 hours, and so that doesn't include setup and takedown time. And so he's like, I like doing it, but I don't want to work, this much on a Saturday. And so we're starting to bridge the conversation of hiring employees. And so the good thing about him, he knows a lot of people his age that can do this type of thing. You pay them whatever amount per hour or per party, and then you sit back and hopefully you can either scale it from there or keep it at one foam cannon, whatever you want to do. So anyway, I'm proud of you, buddy. So anyway, I'm gonna let Eli go, and I'm gonna run over a little bit of the Facebook ads that we're running now, guys. One of the things that I'm always gonna do with you is be real. Okay, so some people, especially when I post on TikTok, they come at me and they're just stupid comments, like, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna be real with you. So with that authenticity that I'm talking about here, is these ads have only been running for 3 days. Okay. But we can usually I can gauge how good ads are going to be pretty quickly, especially when they've had this kind of feedback so far. So, anyway, I've got to log in, share my screen. So, bear with me here. Um, Let me go into Facebook. And this, I'm not doing this in a big Facebook ads account. I'm just doing it simple, basic from the actual business page. So let me log into there. I know Nathan is on. He can't talk. He records these videos, but Nathan has his own foam-tastic cannon. And I know last time I talked to him a couple of weeks ago, he said it was going really, really good also. But Tony Carroll, one of my buddies who's in a lot of these Zoom calls, he's got a foam-tastic cannon also. Guys, let me say this: like, I don't have any affiliation to Foamtastic other than I bought it and I know the product. I'm sure Foam Daddy is good. I do want to speak to that real quick. The reason that I went um, sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once. The reason I went with Foamtastic is because I knew the people that had already bought it. But one of the major things that I did was I like being able to hook the water hose up and drop the thing in a bucket and not have to fill a whole trash can bucket up. And please help me if I'm misunderstanding this, but from what I understand of Foam Daddy is it can get dented up easier because it's tin. This is a hard plastic on the Foamtastic cannon. But then also, from what I've understood, is you can you got to fill like a whole garbage can, like 40 gallons up. And I just didn't want to go down that path. So tell me if I'm wrong. Like comment on this video or private message me. Tell me if I'm misunderstanding that, guys. But anyway, so I chose to run this for 10 days and I am doing, oh my Lord, I don't know, daily budget, $5 a day. No, I'm doing it for 30 days. I'm sorry. So we'll spend 150 bucks on this. But right now, our cost per click is 9 cents, which is great. 116 link clicks. So this is 2 full days of ad spend. We're on our third day. The reach, we've got great engagement. We've got great 3-second video plays. But matter of fact, when you guys are looking at this, obviously this isn't the ads manager, like when you're doing it for a as an agency, but this is something you will see on your personal page. And that's why I did it this way. So don't go after likes. Like that likes are only vanity metrics. Okay. What you want to do is like, I want to drive people to his website. I want to drive people to his website and then making phone calls. The website is made to be a sales funnel and I want to utilize that. So 116 clicks, 9 cents per click. We're looking really, really good. Now, here's the other thing. I am only targeting women in this ad. Okay. So women predominantly in the party rental business, especially something like this, are going to be the decision makers. Is it going to be 100%? No, but it is going to be the majority. And I am targeting women with kids between the ages of 2 and 12. I do not think that teenagers are going to like the phone party, but I'm telling you, the little kids, they are loving this stuff. So anyway, you can see I did the age range is 23 to 57 females. You can see what I'm targeting them with: parents with school 3 to 5, parents with 6 to 8, parents with children between 9 and 12. So let me see if I can show you the actual ad. I just put together some videos that I took of Eli over at this city event. And here you go. You're not going to be able to hear the sound, but that's all right. And Facebook will do different modifications of this video also. Okay, so this is a 7-second clip. I've got different ones. But anyway, I've got one video. It's not showing it here, but of the kids actually playing in it. You can't see their faces. So I didn't want to worry about any privacy issues or anybody get mad at me when they see their kid being blasted in an ad. So But anyway, I kept it very simple. Very, very simple. I'm driving people to my website. I want people to go there. So I'm not giving them pricing information in here. By the way, for pricing, we're at $2.99 for the first hour. If they want to add the foam pit, it's an extra $75. If they want to add a Bluetooth speaker, it's $45. If they want to add an extra hour, it's $150 an hour after that. So we are in South Georgia. For my area, that pricing structure works good. So anyway, that is the ads. That is the recap. Make sure if you get any questions, you put it in the school community. And I'm excited about this, guys. Like, I'm really pumped for my son and all this that goes together. So, anyway, if you guys get any questions, like I said, make sure you post them, private message me on the school group, anything like that. All right. Hey, y'all take care. We'll see you next week. All right.